The jury in the trial of the police officer accused of the murder of George Floyd has now heard dramatic new evidence.
Hello, 2:30 here.
Police officer Derek Chauvin is heard in his patrol car telling a supervisor
Gonna call you and have you come out to our scene here.
that Mr. Floyd has resisted arrest.
Not really, but we just had to hold the guy down. He was going crazy. Wouldn't go in. Shutting off for the moment. Wouldn't go in the back of the squad.
The supervisor pulled up a short time later to assess the situation.
Any witnesses' names or anything while you're down here?
We can try. They're pretty, they're all pretty hostile.
Okay.
David Pluger, now retired, is a witness for the prosecution. And critically, he passed judgment on Chauvin's decision to keep his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck.
Sir, based on your review of the body-worn camera footage, do you have an opinion as to when the restraint of Mr. Floyd should have ended in this encounter?
Yes.
What is it?
When Mr. Floyd was no longer offering up any resistance to the officers, they could have ended the restraint.
And that was after he was handcuffed and on the ground and no longer resisting?
Correct.
Several officers then moved on to the hospital to check on George Floyd's condition. Only then did the supervisor learn how Mr. Floyd had been restrained.
Do you recall what the defendant told you?
He said he knelt on Floyd or knelt on his neck, something of that nature. I don't recall his exact words.
Richard Zimmerman, a veteran homicide detective who arrived at the scene a few hours after Mr. Floyd's death, was asked today a simple question by the prosecution. Had he ever been taught to push a knee into a suspect's neck when they are in a handcuffed and prone position?
No, I haven't.
Is that, if that were done, would that be considered force?
Absolutely.
What level of force might that be?
That would be the top tier, the deadly force.
Why?
Because of the fact that if your knee is on a person's neck, that can kill him.
This trial is expected to last several more weeks before a verdict that is seen as a highly charged judgment on America's criminal justice system. Robert Moore, ITV News, Washington.